Hi, this is Tom Prendergast. I am the CEO of Market Hive, and this is kind of an urgent state of the system message to go along with what I've mailed out. When it comes to the Entrepreneur One, time is running out. The fact that we have been approved for Adsense as well as other top ad services like CoinTraffic, CoinZilla, etc., we project income in the potential area north of $500,000 per month. Now, that's not going to happen next month. We got a lot of work ahead of us getting everything configured properly and stuff. I mean, one of the issues we're dealing with right now is AdSense suspended us. I mean, they've limited us because they have detected really bad traffic systems pointing to us. And this is the result of our members falling for those scams. Give us $20 and we'll send you 100 billion connections and signups, which they never do. It's bad. All right. So my point is, we're having to go through and weed those out, get the banners to work properly and configured properly in the system. So we're looking at, month, maybe two, to get it really wired properly before we really start seeing the income coming in. So I just want to explain that to you. But all of the systems out there that assess you to what your projected income can be, all average around 100,000 to 500,000 or even more per month. And I agree with this. So you go to AdSense, Google's calculator, and it only goes as high as 10 million page views per month, and we're like over 100 million. Well, you can do the configuration of that. And in the blog that this recording is in, or in the email I sent out, there's a link to it. Go check it out. Website Revenue Estimator is another one. Our monthly visitors are 140 million approximately, and it exceeds on their online calculator. So you just have to extrapolate. That's like oco.uk. Worth of Web estimates projected AdSense revenue and accurately reveals page views and unique visitors that again reflect the traffic we're getting, and basically states the same thing, around $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month. And there's another site which is completely different than the rest of them, and it projects about half of what the other ones do, but still at $200,000 per month, and that's webuka.com. Now, with all of that in mind, understand that the Entrepreneur One program was designed to fund us, and I gave away the sync. Included with your Entrepreneur One, every year, for 10 years, you get 1/10 of an ILP. Now, what does an ILP represent? Well, there's only about 300-400 ILPs in Market Hive, and they represent one share of 20% of the revenue. Well, we don't really have any profitable revenue yet, but we project we will. I mean, you're in Market Hive. I mean, you can see where we're going and what we're doing. We can easily replace what Facebook does, and we can easily replace what LinkedIn does. We are kind of a hybrid between the two, and a better solution. We are a better mousetrap than they are. But we're still kind of in development. We are a grassroots company. We don't have one $500 million investor like Facebook. We're not the elite. We're not the big giants of tech that manipulate and control you. We are you. We are of the people. We are a different animal. We represent our members. Our members are what makes us. Well, with that in mind, our growth, we can project in a couple of years, sooner or later, according to the will of God, that we'll be doing something similar to LinkedIn. LinkedIn does $1.5 billion in net revenue a quarter. Well, let's say we do 1/10 of that. We do 150 million per quarter net revenue. So 20% of 150 million is what? 30 million. Divide that by 400 ILPs, because I don't see us going beyond. We're barely past 300. And with the Entrepreneur One program, since there's limits on that, we're looking at let's say 500. All right, let's just say 5. So take 30 million and divide it by 500, and that's what can be projected at $60,000 a quarter for each one of your ILPs. Well, that's $6,000 a quarter for 1/10 of an ILP, which you get with the Entrepreneur One program after consecutively being in it for one year. Does that make sense? I mean, you get that, right? We're giving you, the little guy, the little gal, your portion or your options to have your portion of that profit. Unlike the big tech companies, which only the very big wealthy people, the elite, make all the money, we're making it so that you can do it. And the Entrepreneur One program is that entry level for people who can't afford to even buy one of our ILPs for like $50,000. Okay? That's what it's all about. So it could represent, we should be at $150 million in revenue per quarter in a couple years. We're that kind of company. Okay? Do we have your respect? Do we have your confidence? Have we shown, in our milestones and everything, have we shown that we're transparent and that we are ethical and reliable? We have. So we are looking at, with the ad revenue coming in from Adsense and Coin. It took us a long time to get approved. They're very difficult to get approved. We're now approved, and now that we're approved, those will be approved a lot more. So we can bring in all of these revenue services, and we project 3, 4, 5 months, we'll be bringing in $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month. At that point, I don't need any more Entrepreneur One subscribers. At that point, the Entrepreneur One program comes to an end. There will be no more Entrepreneur. There won't be Entrepreneur 2, 3, or 4. Entrepreneur One will be that program that those who had the vision and foresight to get. It's going to give you so many money machines, business opportunities, cottage industries, and income. You'll be able to retire based on us doing the numbers that we're going to do. Well, I'm dedicated to this, and so is Doug and Annette. I've been doing it for over 20 years. I mean, I am the godfather of this stuff, of inbound marketing. I cut my teeth making it. I'm never going to quit. So so based on that, make your decision. So let me just spell it out a little more. Entrepreneur One will give you 1/10 of an ILP per year for 10 years. So you'll wind up with one ILP. It's the long route to do it, but $100 a month gives you the BIX program. That's our banner exchange. That means you get your share. The maximum Entrepreneur Ones is 500. So you get your share of the traffic coming into the system for you to run a banner. A banner like that on the Warrior Forum, which is about equal to us. It's thousands of dollars to have a banner running every day. Thousands, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You get it for $100. That right there is an incredible deal. Plus, our audience is all entrepreneurs, so they're what you're looking for. Like in Facebook, you got people in there who fish. You got people in there that do macrame. You got people in there that just want to show pictures of their kids. I mean, you have some business people in Facebook, but you also have, so really, we are a better advertising medium than Facebook, other than Facebook has, a lot more traffic. But it's a lot more expensive. All right, enough said. You also get all the other, what we call money machines as an entrepreneur program. So when we launched the press release system, go look at what it costs to do a press release in Cointelegraph. Go look at what it costs, like HODL and Blockonomy and all the others. The minimum is $200 or $300 for press release, all the way up to $15,000, like in Cointelegraph is a Bitcoin. What do they offer for a press release? They put it on their front site. That's it, and it has a permalink forever, so the search engines will always find it on Cointelegraph, which is a very high level. I mean, I think their Alexa rankings are around 800 or 900. We will be there. We're on our way there. I think our Alexa ranking right now is between 3,000 and 4,000 points. It's going down right now, or up, depending on how you look at it. It's retreating because we are removing the toxic traffic, blocking it. You also get a video program. So when you upload we have in the works building our own video channel and how that works. But what it ultimately means is that when you upload a video into your system, if you're an Entrepreneur One, that video upload will appear in everybody's newsfeed automatically. If you want it to appear in everybody's newsfeed and you're not Entrepreneur One, it's going to cost you quite a bit of money to do that. You also get what we call the boost or the blast, the bounce, the ability to publish to every single person's newsfeed in the entire system. You're going to get the ability to do that once a month, probably once, at least one time, and then a significant discount to do additionals, whereas you can turn around and sell that service as an influencer to other people in MarketHive or outside of MarketHive. And that list goes on and on and on these, what we call money machine portals. As an Entrepreneur One, you will always either get like the BIX, you get it in an exchange, and you can turn around and sell the service, or you get a significant discount and turn around and sell the service. It's worth a lot of money. Why did I do that? Because we wanted to reward the early adopters to help us build MarketHive. Now, granted, we had significant investors buying ILPs, and that helps significantly, but we need an ongoing income to get to that point where we get around the corner, and then all of a sudden we have this revenue coming in for advertising, which will be huge. At that point, you'll have a return on your ILP, which will be more than enough to pay for your Entrepreneur One. Does this make sense? So I'm telling you this because what I'm asking you to do, I'm looking for 100 more Entrepreneur Ones upgrades so we can accelerate getting the Adsense and all that completed so we can launch it and get the other revenue coming in. We're at that corner where we're ready to get the wallet launched and all these other major systems launched. The new news feed, which I'll go into later. Our meetings, I'll talk about this, our new news feed. It's amazing. It will replace Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and stuff. It will be very powerful. So when we reach that corner where the revenue's coming in from the AdSense, there won't be any more Entrepreneur One program, other than the ones that people have already gotten. When is that going to happen? I don't know. 2, 3, 4 months. But I'm telling you right now, I need you to help us. I need you to go get an Entrepreneur One program. If you already got one, get 2. If you got 2, get 3. If you used to have an Entrepreneur One program and it expired, or you let it go, or you canceled it, and let's say you'd already paid 4 or 5 months into it this year. If you reactivate it, the way it is right now, if you don't pay consecutively, then those months that you paid do not apply to qualifying for an ILP. Right now, I'm going to do a moratorium on it. If you reestablish your MarketHive Entrepreneur One, we will take the previous months that you've paid for, and we will accelerate them up into your system and include them in your qualifications. Does that make sense? Is that fair? That's the whole purpose of why I'm having this meeting. We're not far from reaching our goal. That additional revenue will represent the wallet, our video channel, our apprentice programs, our gamifications, a lot of the other things, an increase in our engineering so we get things done faster, and an increase in the marketing department so I can actually go out there and start advertising, bringing in massive amounts of people. You've seen MarketHive. It's impressive, isn't it? It's not advertised. Imagine me aggressively advertising it on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Imagine, especially with where we're at in the political environment that we're in right now. So, are you willing to help? And then the returns on you helping are massive. So, I compel you And in this blog and in this email, there's a link to go to your loyalty, that's what we call them, loyalty programs, and upgrade to Entrepreneur One, or go to your vault and add the additional revenue for additional Entrepreneur Ones and let us know. Let Douglas know. Go to our Market Hive support and reach out to Douglas there. Or you can find him on Market Hive at markethive.com/engineering and send him a message from there. And you know how to get a hold of me. And Douglas is CTO at markethive.net. I'm CEO at markethive.net. I can be found in the Telegram support, and I can be found on the newsfeed because everything I do, everybody sees. Want to know more? Call me up. Let's talk about it. Let's get this thing going. We've been at this for a long time, and it's so close. We are so close now. So I'm asking you to reach out a little bit further and help us get there. The blessings are massive. Thank you. God bless you. This is Tom Prendergast signing off.